What's going on YouTube? It's your boy the Content Juggernaut back for a brand new video on the channel as we are going to be continuing our Redskins Rebuild Madden 20 season. And obviously in the last episode we were able to figure out a little bit about this team, trade away some players who we didn't think fit our timeline on this team and who we just didn't really want to be a part of this organization. As we go through the rebuilding process, we're able to acquire some really good draft capital with a lot of first round picks, and then we also had like one breakout opportunity. We have another here. We didn't get the last one, which was unfortunate, but we got another here. And lastly, that's what I actually meant to say before that. We figured out that we have a terrible QB draft class coming up, and that's going to obviously cause a lot of issues for us, as QB is the position you need to solidify first before you can even think about being a decent team in the NFL. So lots was done in the last episode, but I really hope we can get to the offseason in this one. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you do enjoy this episode, as always, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you liked about this episode, as well as subscribe to the channel if you are new, because you don't want to miss out on this awesome content. But nevertheless, let's get ready for another episode. So as we can see here, we have just a few things going on with the upcoming game and stuff like that, but what I wanted to focus on first was just upgrading some players. So we got upgrade for Dustin Hopkins. We're gonna go with power. I get +2 to awareness, and I guess that helps with them not getting blocked as much. Got a really bad RT here. Tamon Paris. But let's try to get through this as quickly as we can. What's the game plan for Saquon? We can only slow down Saquon, so that is what we're going to say. Couldn't get out of our own way, coach. No turnovers. Oh, that's talking about the previous game against Khalil Mack. Oh, Trey Quinn's a wide receiver. He needs to get way too much done. There's no way he's getting that. I don't believe we can achieve. I'm still not going to worry about these contracts yet. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And I actually did just want to show this, one and only time I'm going to show you guys our XP and gameplay sliders. So this is what we're going to be looking at as far as XP sliders. Bumped up QB to 140, halfbacks 150, 150 for tight ends, wide receivers 160, 180 for fullbacks, 180 for tackles, 170 for guards, 210 for centers, 155 for defensive end, 200 for defensive tackles, 120 for middle linebackers, 130 for outside linebackers, 130 for corners, 140 for free safeties, and 130 for strong safeties, and then kickers and punters 150. Those numbers may seem high to you, but I've done this a lot, and I realize that players just don't get that higher rating if you don't put the XP sliders high once the initial roster leaves. Like once a lot of the household names in the NFL that we know today, once they start to retire, you end up with a pool of players who just aren't quite that good, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why the XP sliders may seem high, but those have worked out very well for me. And as far as gameplay sliders, we did decrease the QB accuracy, and once again we're playing on all Madden, so this is according to all Madden. Pass blocking 50, wide receiving catching. You guys could just look at this. Fumbles are very high because, like I said, without superstar abilities, they just do not happen when you're watching the game. I envision they'd probably happen if I was playing in it myself, but since we're using that slow simulation feature and just not watching we're like just as a spectator, that makes it to where there's like no fumbles, so we need to put that higher. So that's ours. Those are our players, like sliders. And then these are the CPU ones. As you can see, the QB actually has to even be lower so that they don't just have these ridiculously 80-90% accurate games every time with their QBs. And then the fumbles are very high because they fumble even less than we do. So yeah, punt power punts are either super broken by they don't go far, or they're broken by they go way too far every time. Like you'll keep them near their goal line, but then they somehow punt it all the way to your end zone. And they get and then like you have it on the 20. Like it doesn't make any sense. Playing the field position game is actually a very real thing in the NFL, and I hate that punts are somewhat fake, so we have to throw that down to get more realistic punts, but it still will be all over the place. That just helps a little, doesn't help as much as I would hope. I put fatigue higher so that having a good depth on your team actually matters, which definitely matters in the NFL. Very long games, guys get tired being in those hefty pads with the sun or whatever type of weather they're dealing with. Guys get tired, so I wanted fatigue to make that a little bit more realistic to where running backs get tired. I like that. Injuries are a little higher, they're at 48. Generally, if I go any higher than this, then we just start getting way too many injuries, and then it's just all about recovering from injuries than it is about our good players, and it can really hurt development if our like main players get hurt. And I know that's realistic to real life, but it can be very overwhelming, so I don't want to go too crazy with that. Offsides are a little higher, false starts are a decent bit higher because they don't get called enough, and false starts are a very common thing, especially in like very good fan stadiums that get good attendance and the fans get very loud. False starts happen, so that's a little higher. Face masks are put down. They call face masks way too much. It gets so annoying. Defensive pass interference is way higher because that happens so much in the NFL. So many times where people just throw it up hoping for defensive pass interference because it's so hard with the rules to play corner or safety or something on a receiver. It's very hard, so that needs to be up. Illegal block in the back, we're not going to put that any higher, and roughing the passer, we're not going to put it any higher because they start calling it way too much. Then it's all about who gets the most roughing the passer calls, so we're just going to leave that where it is. So yeah, let's advance to next week. Like I said, we're not worrying about the contracts yet, and that'll be the one and only time I show you guys the sliders. But okay, new week. Did we get the breakout? I gave it everything, coach. No, you didn't. You did not. Oh, we got a weekly award guy. Josh Allen. Or, yeah, it is Josh Allen. Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen got 6 tackles and 3 sacks. Really good game for him. Awesome. Frustrated receiver. We're not getting it to Terry McLaurin. Yeah, I'm always going to go no promises, sadly. Just because that gives us the morale boost to the entire offense, and it still gives us the opportunity to still get the boost for the players. So it's just, in my opinion, there's generally no reason to ever not do that. Defensive coordinator. Oh, our defensive line. Did we win? Oh, we must have won that game. Yes, we did beat the Giants. So that's a little unfortunate. I think this would be a good week to see where we stand as far as Ooh, so Jonathan Allen after that big game, 2 tackles for loss, a sack. Okay, he just needs to, or 75 rushing yards. That he can easily do. I'm hoping he really does that. That'd be awesome to have a breakout defender already. Ooh, Darius Guice had a good game. I have to look at the stats in this last game. They're expecting way too much. 3 TDs or 150 plus yards. Like, give us a break. Give us a break. Yeah, let's go look at the stats from that game. So let's go to the schedule. I'm all over the place. Let's go to the schedule. Let's go team schedule. And let's go to that game. And how did these guys do? So Alex Smith had 2 TDs, 1 interception for 214 yards. But Daniel Jones had 266 and 1 TD. Like, not a lot of TDs, but not the worst. 95 yards and 5 yards per carry. Yeah, that's a good game. That is most certainly a good game from Darius Guice. And then Terry's complaining because only 3, but he did get a TD. I don't know if that's worth complaining about. You still got a touchdown, which is rare. Oh, wow. Trey Quinn got 73 yards and a TD, but that still didn't give him the boost. It almost makes me want to boost him. Because that's still a good game. Like, their expectations on these games, as we're only watching, like, very fair expectations if we're playing in the game. I still think it's actually a little out of hand how much. Like, 150 yards and 3 TDs, like, come on. But if we're playing, that's not completely non-feasible. But for us to not be playing, and he's just normal dev, and he's already 1 year into his career, I really almost want to give him the dev upgrade. I really do. I'll leave this to you guys, though. I'm not going to do it in this episode, but let me know what you guys think. He got 73 yards and still a TD. He only had 3 receptions, though, so it wasn't a fantastic game, but that's still a good game, especially for a normal dev receiver just looking for star dev. Let me know if you guys think we should upgrade him. I'm not going to be all over the place when it comes to just upgrading players when they don't meet the expectations, but if I do think the expectations are a little too high on what they're saying the player needs to do for the dev upgrade, and they still have a good game, I'm not always, but sometimes I'm going to be willing to consider it, and in this case I am willing to consider it. So let me know what you guys think. Should we upgrade Trey Quinn to star dev, considering he still had a 73 yard, 3 reception, 1 TD game? He just didn't make the 100 yards. And we beat the Giants, and they're actually first in our division, oddly enough. The Ravens are going to be 4-0. The 49ers are undefeated still, but they've only played 3 games. Colts, Chiefs, Giants, Cowboys, Packers, Steelers, Browns, and Lions. Not the best for us that the Giants are having this good a season, though, so it's kind of good that we beat them even though we want to suck. Just because the Giants, we do have their pick, so we don't want them to be too good. From there, though, we're 2-2, so that's not really good either. That's pretty high right now. Where is everybody else whose picks we have, though? Pretty sure we have the Cardinals and Bengals pick. I may be wrong there. I think it tells me. What picks did we have? No, we have Buffalo. We do have the Bengals pick, and they're currently the worst team in the league, so that's perfect. But we have a Buffalo's pick, and they're 2-2 as well, so that's not great either. We really need the Giants to fall off, but at least the Bengals are currently 0-4 and looking terrible, so that hopefully can be the #1 overall pick. Considering in the NFL there's no draft lottery, so if you're the worst team, you get the best pick. We already knew that, so let's go to our scouting now. Oh, or upgrade. Let's upgrade players. I honestly not sure if we're going to make it all the way to the offseason in this episode, just because there's so much that goes on in the offseason, and I'm just not sure we're going to make it all the way there. Because if we make it to the offseason, I want to do the offseason. So if we make it there, that's probably going to be it. I don't think we're going to be able to make it there and go through the entire offseason, unfortunately. But some upgrades for a lot of our good players here. Gonna go man to man to make Brian Bobby Calhoun a scheme fit. Get some awesome stat upgrades. Monte Nicholas. We're gonna keep him as a scheme fit with some zone. Kelvin Harmon. Going to go slot for him. Troy Apke. Whoa, that's a lot of +1s. And then Tim Settle. I'm gonna go speed. Alright, then the QB. Tom Brady. We're not afraid of Tom Brady. We're not afraid. Alright, let's scout these players. So we want to go back to QB one more time and just scout these 7th rounders. Just to make sure. Yeah, they suck. Just gotta make sure here, guys. This is such an important position. Yep, alright, so they all suck. So next thing we really need, I think, is going to be, like, we can use all these linemen and stuff too, but if we don't got good receivers, it's gonna be hard on a, like, rookie quarterback. So you also need to see what the receivers are looking like. And that's honestly not bad so far. So I wouldn't be too mad at either of these guys. I would love to get Jalen Whitehead, especially since he's 6'6". Honestly, we actually need to make sure we get this guy since he's 6'6". And physical, sounds like Megatron to me. Yeah, we're going to need to try our best to get this guy. With that Bengals pick, that may be the guy who we take with that pick, especially if the Bengals stay that bad, which we're hoping for. We're going to continue to sim, not worry about the contracts yet. I will sometime soon, but not yet. Alright, so another week goes by. Did we get the dev upgrade for Jonathan? Oh no, no. He had so little he had to do. Oh, and Darius Geist didn't get it either. Man. Do we at least... Okay, that's cool. At least we called Terry McLaurin's number. Even though he didn't come through for us. Wow, that's so disappointing. That's so disappointing. I guess we got lit up by Tom Brady and we didn't do anything on our end on offense. Got the Terry McLaurin upgrade though, since he did get his frustrations met. We still don't know his development yet. Montez Sweat upgrade. He's another guy who I'm hoping can get a dev upgrade. I'd really like to see that. We're gonna go deep threat. Awesome upgrades for Trey Quinn, Cole Halkub. Let's focus on this draft class. So we do want another DT. We absolutely do. So another enticing player to take. Our corners are no longer looking good, so let's check out that. Another not so bad pick. We're not. It's free safety. Yeah, free safety is actually where we're hurting. So let's see this guy too. Alright, not bad. All guys worth taking, but I'm not sure we will. Just depending on where that wide receiver would fall. We're going to probably stick it out with Darius Geis going into next year just because we have so many needs at other positions that we'll probably just stick it out with him. Especially because he almost got the dev upgrade too, so. Yeah, we can use linebackers, so gotta scout these guys. That wasn't too bad. And yeah, we'll just sim past this game. Okay, we beat the Dolphins. Can we stop beating teams, man? Yeah, disregard him. Gonna disregard Sherman because he's only a corner. So it's just like, just don't throw it too much. It's not rocket science. Don't throw it his way that often. Let's upgrade players. Gonna do Eric Flowers. I'll let the game do the rest. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So more scouting. So gonna skip over running backs. That didn't work out. Middle linebackers, please. Nope. Not good. Not good. Alright, there's a really good guy. So Joey Spikes. Looking pretty good. We do really need a center. Ooh, Tyler Amaya. We may end up having to trade 2 of our first rounds for a higher first round pick as well. Because this guy's looking really good. I'm actually going to go to my draft board. And we are going to put Jalen Whitehead. Oops, I don't want to put him at the top. Jalen Whitehead needs to stay at the top. We really need that guy. I like Joey Spikes. And then definitely Tyler Amaya. He may be over. He's mid though. So yeah, I'll probably keep him there. And for a slot corner. Yeah, I guess he can stay there. Alright. Alright, so now that we got 10 players on here, let's look at some of these contracts. So we got Brian Bobby Calhoun, of course, since we signed him off for free agency. We got Brandon Sheriffs. We have to get him back. So if he wants that amount, we give him that amount. I like the contract length, but that's it. So he wants more. We're probably not going to re-sign Chris Thompson. Especially not at that number. Donald Penn. He's too old. We're going to let Donald Penn go. Aaron Colvin. Probably let him go as well. We're going to keep Eric Flowers because we need the depth. Definitely need the depth. He should... Oh my. He doesn't sign. Ooh, never mind. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie's too old. So we need Aaron Colvin. So I'm going to try to sign him back. And he does sign. Awesome. Wendell Smallwood will probably let go. We definitely want Kalichi back. We have a very bad O-line and we need all the help we can get. Awesome. Now And the rest of these guys, I am going to wait on. The 5-0 San Francisco 49ers come to town, so let's see if we can get a win here. Here's how we stacked up against a team of that height. Oh my, we beat them. How are we winning games? Stop. Please stop. Stop, you guys. I don't want to win games. Please. Please. Oh, we won by a field goal. Yeah, we had the 10-0. Oh, we got 14-14. We were down 28-14 at minimum at a point. Then we shut them out in the second half. 3-0 for Garoppolo. He had a good game, but 3-1 from Alex Smith. Not bad. Darius Geis had some good running again. And Terry McLaurin had a huge game. Huge game from him. Awesome to see him get that involved. So, yeah, that's it, I guess. Our offense had a good game. I'd really like to stop winning games. Alright, so the Giants are starting to fall off, though. They're now 4-3. But that's still not terrible. Not like in our record or their record enough. Yes, it was an important win, I guess, whatever. We need picks. Not supposed to be competitive this year. Is Alex Smith trying to win the job? Is he trying to show that he should be our starting quarterback? Is that what he's doing? Oh, we got a Thursday night game. We just won, so yeah, emphasis on rest over preparation. We literally just won against a huge team. Couldn't imagine myself forcing them to not get more rest after a huge win like that against an undefeated team. We're going to go slot with this one. We want Terry McLaurin to have a very well-rounded game, because if we can't get a good receiver in this upcoming draft class, then we're going to have a lot that we're expecting from him, and I want to be able to utilize him in a lot of different ways. So, alright, let's see what else we got here. So we got a RE, but we don't really need pass rushers. Need other positions a lot more than we need pass rushers. Like what I see there. Go corner. That's not looking terrible. Center, of course, again, overrated. Oh, that's looking like a really good corner. Ronald Sylvester. I don't know why I was struggling to say that. Matt Morgan and Ronald Sylvester. Good players I've seen so far. We can move linemen around, so we'll pretty much scout all the good linemen that we can, because we don't have the extra scouting point thing on our coach yet. And I should actually look at our coach points here soon. Draft board, I want to move a few dudes up. We want this guy to be moved up. Then we want to move up Ronald. Yeah, Ronald looks really good. Yeah, that works. At least want to try our best to finish this season out. Alright, let's renegotiate with the guys who denied us. So yeah, Brandon, he only liked the link. So let's take that to 7, and this will go to 5. That should be good. Oh, can you improve the bonus at all? Sir. Then we want Eric Flowers back. What do you say he didn't like? He says the contract length is good. That's it. Alright, then we'll go 8 and we'll go 2. Not going crazy with you, because you're just depth. Alright, he signs. Yeah, I'm like, he's just depth. So if he starts getting too picky, we'll get you right on out of here. I think I'm going to sign Brian Bobby Calhoun, but I really want to see how much money we have left, because we can obviously use a big free agency grab as well. Because if these picks continue to look the way they've been looking, then we're not really going to be able to get a lot of the players that we'd want, especially without at least not trading 2 of them away. So the free agency can be huge for us to maybe fill one of the holes that we would then not have to worry about during the draft. Go with accuracy. And it goes to awareness, like it always does for punters and kickers. I think yeah, let me go there. Can we do that again? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. So let's go spin Coach XP. How much is it for the expert scouting? No, we could have been done that. That's my fault. We should have been had that done. O-line training boost. I think we do that. As much as I want to wait for these, yeah, we do that. Alright. So that's what we're going to spend the XP on: the O-line training boost and the extra points for scouting. Alright, so let's try to negotiate with these dang guys again. So he set the bonus, so we'll go up to 4 mil with the bonus. Alright, there we go. We get him back, and then Donald Pinn's going to just be way too old for me, and same thing with Dominique. And I'm not sure I'm too worried about any of these other guys, so yeah, let's do Brian Bobby now. I don't know how much worse he's going to get, but I think we take him. Yep, so we'll take him back too. Alright, and I think I let all the rest of those guys go. I really do. We'll just sign like practice squad players for depth, because we want to still be able to do something in free agency. And we beat the Vikings, yo. What is happening in these games? What is happening in these games? What is happening? We played so bad. Dalvin Cook killed us. What in the world? How did we win that game? How? Explain. I don't understand. Alright, let's do some more scouting. We're playing way too good of football. It's honestly really frustrating that we're playing this good of football. It's really frustrating. No, he's overrated. He's overrated. No, we're gonna hold off on strong safety. We'll look at free safety again. It's halfway decent, I guess. And I want to move anyone. No, those guys need to stay at the bottom. Okay. So we pretty much got the guys who we want. We have a bye coming up. We're 5-3. That's way too good. It's just way too good. Honestly, now I'm starting to think, should I maybe try to trade out one of our picks and something else for a team who's doing worse now that we're reaching this point in the season? Maybe not, though. I don't know. Got a new injury. Who got injured? Oh, Jimmy Moreland. Okay, let's look at this. So we got our bye week, and he's like, how do you want to deal with it? Guys want to relax. We'll do the rest in relaxation. We're having somehow a good year, and I need these guys to rest and not worry about prepping for the next game, because I want to lose. So rest as much as you want. Another upgrade for Jonathan Allen, though, one of our better defensive players. I'm really hoping for that upgrade eventually, so I'm glad to see some upgrades from him. And a Landon Collins upgrade, which is another one of our better guys on the defensive end of the football, so good to see those upgrades for those guys. We'll go power on Chase Rollier, and he's actually not terrible, but yeah, and he's only 2 years in the league. He's not terrible. Maybe we don't need a center as much as I thought, because he's not terrible. Alright, now we do have our extra scout points, so let's see what we can do there. Got some linemen, first rounder. We take those. Not going to do Kyler Barksdale. Not a bad middle linebacker. And Greg, is that Doolittle? Yeah, it is Doolittle. Seth Brackett's overrated. I already know what's happening there. And that stops there. So let's go back to the board and that's nah, I think Greg's good there. This guy needs to come down now. I like Greg over him. Then these LTs though, let's yeah, I think it's a good spot. Put him there. Yeah, that works. And alright, so we probably only have time to simulate one more week and then maybe do one more scouting thing, and then we'll probably finish and get into the off season next episode. Considering then we'll have week 11, whatever stuff we have to do, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So we'll only have 6 weeks left, and I think we should be able to get through that pretty quickly. So yeah, we should have the off season in the next episode. Just weren't able to get there in this episode. So much technical stuff and making sure we had contracts for the guys who we wanted and these breakout performances, but now we haven't had one in a while. Looks like Steven Smith is almost ready to come back. We're not going to risk any injuries with him. Like I said, like I've been saying, want to be back. Giants are way too good. 6-4. What the heck, man? What in the heck? Alright, let's scout some players. So pretty much the highlight of this episode was whether or not we got the breakout performances or not, and we didn't. So that didn't go well with any of the guys, but I still am going to continue to ask you guys the question on if you believe that we should upgrade. Do you believe that we should upgrade Trey Quinn for having, I don't know why it went so far down. It went super far down. Do you think we should upgrade Trey Quinn for not meeting the 100-yard expectation in a TD, but he did get 73 in a TD? So is that worth upgrading? Is it not? Let me know in the comment section below. I guess we can simulate one more little measly week, so we'll do that just to see what our record ends up being, and we won't get into anything else from there. Let's just see. And did we win? No, we lost. Perfect. All right. Well, that's where we're going to end off the episode, guys. Thank you, as always, for watching. Another question I actually want to ask you, other than the Trey Quinn thing on if we should upgrade him or not for just barely not meeting the expectations but having a good game still, the other thing I want to ask is, do you guys want face cam in this series? Because I can provide face cam. I don't currently have a face cam, but I can easily use my phone, and it has pretty good quality face cam on it. iPhones are pretty high tech with the video and picture quality now, so I can do that if you guys really want face cam, and I should actually be getting a face cam here soon, and as soon as I have that, then the streams are going to start. So make sure you guys follow my Twitter in the description below so you can be involved on those streams once they start. And like I said, description below, make sure you follow that link and get me all followed up. Because I'll become a lot more active on Twitter with more followers. It's just kind of hard to just continually talk into the void as I have like no followers. But nevertheless, let me know if you want face cam. Let me know what to do with Trey Quinn. Thank you guys for watching as always. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment on all that stuff I asked you guys in this episode, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. And sorry this one wasn't so eventful, like I said, but next episode should be very eventful with the off season. So see you in the next one. This is Jugger signing out. Peace.